Hello students, welcome to my class. Today we are discussing about the exercise 4.2 from quadratic equations. This is very important. If you go for next higher class also it will be there. Factorization method. So you have to factorize the middle term. It is also called as splitting middle term, right? So listen carefully. The steps one by one. Multiply x square with 10. You will get 10x square, right? That too minus 10, along with the sign you should multiply minus 10x square. Now what you are going to do, you have to split this 10x square to get, if we multiply any two factors, you should get minus 10x square. If you add and subtract the same factors, you should get minus 3x. Now tell me, what are the factors of 10? What are the factors of 10? You can take 5 2s are. So, but 5 minus 2 is 3, right? So, yes, very good. Now, I can take the factors of 10, 5 and 2. But, I want here minus 3, right? So, if we want minus 3, put greater number sign. Put the negative sign for the greater, right? Whatever the sign we have here. We want minus 3, therefore, we have taken minus 5. So I want minus 3, therefore you have to take plus. Now let us check what is minus 5 plus 2. You will get minus 3. So when we multiply these two, 5 and 2, plus 5, sorry, minus 5 and plus 2 becomes minus 10. We have x square, right? So we have to split x square for both the factors like this. So when we multiply these two factors, we will get minus 10x square. Let us check. Minus into plus, minus 5 2s are 10, x into x square, you will get 10x square. If we add and subtract these two terms, factors, we will get minus 3x. According to this splitting, we can write this quadratic equation as x square minus 5x plus 2x. Listen carefully. Replace the first and the last term as it is. Only you have to split the middle term. You understand? So this 10 can be taken as 5 into 2. Follow? This, or you can take 10 only in this step. In the next step you can split. So listen. The first term and the last term of the equation are same. Only the middle term is splitting here, right? So now you can split all the factors. So this 10 can be taken as 5 into 2. Now group 2 factors. Group 2 factors and take the common from these two. We have x common here, right? You can take out x common. What is remaining? X minus 5. Now here plus 2 is common from these two. You will get plus 2 common. What is remaining? X minus 5 is remaining. So always you should get these two factors are common. So next step, we can take out this x minus 5 and x minus 5 outside. So what are the factors remaining here? We have x in the first term and 2 in the second term. Right? So x minus 5, x plus 2 are the factors of x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Now this let us take this two factors with 0. X minus 5 is equal to 0. As well as x plus 2 is equal to 0, we have taken separately, right? When we take this minus 5 to right side, what will happen? It becomes plus 5, right? So our x is equal to minus 2. When we take this plus 2 to right side, you will get minus 2. Now, what are the roots of the given equation? X square minus 3x minus 10 are x is equal to 5, x is equal to minus 2 are the factors of the given equation, quadratic equation. Now we'll move on to the second question. In this question, they have given 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. The same process we follow here. You always multiply the first and the third terms. You will get, along with sign you should multiply, minus 2 6 how much? 12, and also we have variable with degree to x square. So now if we multiply any two factors, we should get minus 12x square. If we add and subtract the same factors, we should get 1x, right? If there is no coefficient for x, there will be 1. So now you can take the factors of 12. So obviously that is 4 and 3, right? I told you, first see that which sign we want greater, plus 1x, right? Plus 1x. Therefore, I will take positive sign in the greater number, right? So, and then minus. So, we have x square here. You can check here. Plus 4 and minus 3 is how much? Plus 1. Follow? So, now we have x square. You can split the x square on both the factors. So, now this 1x can be taken as plus 4x and minus 3x. If you learn this method, it is very easy for you to factorize the quadratic equations. Now, so let us take, I told you, first and last term you have to replace as it is. Only split the middle term according to our process, right? So now this 1x can be taken as plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. So the first and last term are same, right? Only I have split the middle term according to our factors. So now, so we can take the factors of all the, you don't need to do this step. To explain you, I am taking this step. So you can take this 4 as 2 into 2 into x, 3x minus 6 can be taken as 3 into 2, right? Is equal to 0. What is the next step? We have to group 2 terms, right? So in this, take out the common. 2 is common here, 2 is common, and also we have x common, right? So now we can take out 2x common. What is remaining here? X plus 2. So in the second group, we have common 3 along with minus. Cannot start. This is very important step. Students do the mistake while taking common. So if you have minus on both the terms, you have to take minus sign also. So when you take out minus sign, so what is happening to inside sign? It will change. So this is very important step. While taking common, you have to take the minus sign along with the number. So the inside sign will going to change. And I also told you, we should get these two factors common. In the next step, we can take out common x plus 2. Right? If we take out x plus 2 and x plus 2 on both sides, what are the terms remaining here? 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. These two are the factors of the given quadratic equation 2x square plus 1x minus 6 is equal to 0, right? So now we can take, to find for the roots, compare the two factors with 0, you will get x plus 2 is equal to 0 as well as 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now take this plus 2 to right side, what will happen? X becomes minus 2, right? And also we have, take first 3 to right side. 3 to right side, this minus 3 becomes plus 3, then x becomes 3. When we take this 2, it is in product form. When we take to right side, it comes to denominator. So now, what are the roots of the given quadratic equation? Minus 2 or 3 by 2. minus 2 or 3 by 2. So this is very important because if you have both negative signs inside, you have to take common out, and you take it that x plus 2 and x plus 2 should get common. So, okay. Next we'll take the next problem. Now we have in the question number 3. This is somewhat difficult for you. This is new concept. They have given root on both sides. To listen carefully step by step, then it will become easy for you. The same process you should follow. You have to multiply the first and the third terms. So I will go step by step because they have given root here. You are multiplying these two, right? We have plus sign. So now root 2 into root 2 is how much? We have 5x square. Listen, you write the same. Root 2 whole square, right? Root 2 into root 2 is root 2 whole square, and 5x square we have. This square and square root get cancelled. I already told you in the previous class. So we have 2 into 5x square. That means 10x square. So this we should split now. Can you understand? This is very important. You take the product of first and the third term and come to the answer, that is 10x square. So now we have to split the middle term. When we add any two factors, we should get 10 factors of 10. Then the same term, the same factors when we add will get 7x. Obviously, what are the factors of 10? 5 and 2. 5 2s are. Now when we add 5 plus 2, what will happen? 7. Right. So now x. So both plus we have. Plus 7x we need. You can take both plus. See, you can check out now. Plus into plus plus. 5 2s are 10. And x into x square. Either when we add these two, this is, we are multiplying, right? So this is, when we add these two, we will get 7x. When we add the two factors, you should get 7x. The same factors when you multiply will get 10x square. Okay. Now, let us split the middle term. You replace the first and last term as it is. Root 2x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. I just split the middle term 7x as 5x and 2x. Now, you can take common from this, both the numbers. You can take out common, or you can do one thing, you can plan for it. We have 5 here as a factor. Therefore, you can rearrange and write the numbers. So 2 is here and 5 is here. Like that also you can rearrange and write. Okay. Now this 2x plus 5x. Why I have taken 5x here? Because easily we can take common. So now I will explain you one step here. You remember, you replace root 2x square as it is. This 2 can be taken as root 2 whole square. This is very important part of this. 2 can be taken as root 2 whole square. So and x plus 5x plus 5 root 2. Now you can group 2 of this and 2 of this. Take out common among this. I told you there are 2 roots now. You can take out one root 2 and 1 x from these. What are the remaining terms here? Only x. Next. What are the remaining terms here? Root 2. Now what is common among this? 5, right? When you take out 5, what are the remaining terms? X plus root 2 is equal to 0. See all of here? We have x plus 2 and x plus 2 common from both. Take out x plus 2, x plus root 2. Write the remaining. Root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now, for different factors, equate the zeros. Root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. Now find out the values of minus root 2, and then x becomes, you can take the step root 2x is equal to minus 5, right? When we take this plus 5 to right side, what will happen? Minus 5. Therefore, x is equal to minus 5 by root 2. So this problem is very important. If they have taken for the question are based on application level, they'll ask you these type of question. Only thing is you need to practice. Okay. So now we'll move on to next question. Now we are in fourth problem from the exercise 4.2. Here they have given fraction. That's the difference between the previous problems and this. So whenever you get fractions here, a denominator, multiply the whole equation with 8. Right? You understand? Multiply the whole equation with 8. You will get 8 2s are 16x square. And then we have a coefficient 1. 1 into 8 is minus 8x. This 8 in the numerator and denominator get cancelled. So now you will get a perfect quadratic equation. So by using the same steps what we have followed in the previous, we can find the splitting terms. Okay, multiply 16x square into 1, you will get 16x square only. This is very easy for you. You can only say, because we have plus sign here, we have a minus 8, right? But this is also very tricky. Here you have to take 4 4s are 16, right? But I want minus 8. What we should do? Multiplication of two like signs is plus. So therefore I can take this minus 4 and minus 4. We have x square here. Split x square on both the factors. Now you can check out minus into minus become plus. 4 4s are 16, x into x is x square, and even though minus 4x becomes what? Minus 8x. The rule is different. When we multiply like signs you will get plus. When we add like signs you should add and replace. So therefore split the middle term according to our factors. You can take the 16x square as it is. Only you should split the middle term. So that is minus 8x can be written as minus 4x and minus 4x, right? So plus 1 replace as it is. Now group the two factors here and take out common. Here 16 can be taken as 4 4s are right, and we have x square. You can take out 4 and x on both the sides common. What is remaining here? 4x. If all the factors you have taken out common, the remaining 1 you should write. Now if there is no common, you have to take minus 1 common. So when you take out minus 1, minus outside, the inside sign becomes change. Okay, this becomes minus. Plus becomes minus. This is also a very important part of this problem. Whenever you are taking minus outside, the inside sign will change. Understood? Now you can take 4x minus 1, 4x minus 1 common. Both the factors are same in this problem. Now equate both the factors to zeros. 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now x is equal to 1 by 4 you will get, and also both the factors you will get 1 by 4. X is equal to 1 by 4 are x is equal to 1 by 4. Two same factors you will get in this problem. Now we will move on to next problem. Now we have fifth problem. So you have to multiply the same process, follow the same process. You have so many examples in your textbook, you can do on your own. So 100x square minus 1 becomes 100x square. This is very important. While multiplying along with the sign, you should multiply, right? So now we know that the factors of 100 is 10 and 10. So when we add 10 and 10, you will get minus 20, right? So therefore, you will get minus 10 and Sorry, I will take question properly. This is plus 1. This is plus 1. You will get plus 100x square. So, minus 10 and minus. Why I have taken minus 10? Because I got minus 20. I already told you when we multiply like signs, you will get plus, right? So, this x square can be taken as x into x. If you learn this trick method to split the middle term, so it's very easy for you, right? So next, this 100 square you replace as it is. Minus 20x can be taken as minus 10x and minus 10x, right? Minus 10x and minus 10x plus 1 replace as it is. Now it is easy for you, know, already we have done 4 problems. So here compare group two factors here. What is the common among these two? 10x. So when we take out 10x, we have taken out 10 from 100, 10 is remaining. From x square 1x we have taken out, x is remaining. Sorry. Minus 10x if you have taken, what is remaining? I told you 1. So it has unique value. It can multiply with any number. So next we have, if there is nothing common, you take out minus 1. I told you in the previous problem, whenever you take out minus negative sign outside, the inside sign will become changed. So this plus becomes what? Minus, 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now 10x minus 1, 10x minus 1 common. So for this problem also, we'll get same roots. So 10x minus 1 is remaining. Now for roots, when we equate 0 for both the factors, you will get 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. 10x minus 1 is equal to 0. You will get x is equal to 1 by 10 or x is equal to 1 by 10. See, we can also get both the roots same. We can also get both the roots same. Okay. Next, in the next video, we'll discuss some statement problems. Okay, children, you practice more for the factorization. So, thank you.